Good day, everyone. I am thankful to you for giving me the opportunity to introduce myself. And I aspire to be one of your teachers. I am Mariamma and I am currently employed at Hawksworth Vidyapith as a high school economics teacher. I hold Bachelor's and Master's of Social Science degree in economics and Bachelor of Education in Social Science. In addition to teaching, my co-scholastic activities include being one of the coordinators of examinations. Also, I am a house mistress. My teaching philosophy is that all teaching and learning experiences should be self-motivated, burdenless, joyful, and fit for the contemporary world. I want to let the children learn at their self-pace in very natural surroundings. Teaching should not be a process of passing information, instruction, and resources. Rather, it should be to create an atmosphere of self-learning where students are self-motivated to learn. Nelson Mandela said, "Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world." And according to Cesar Chavez, the end of all education should surely be service to others. So, I always try to inspire and motivate students to be good and caring individuals full of humanity. I believe that the age-old proverb, "A teacher is a friend, philosopher, and guide," has shaped my profession greatly. And I always strive to go by this proverb. Being the guide by the side for my students, I motivate them by being their role model. Sometimes getting to know the personal problems of students work well as a step forward in the Be a Friend mission. The success of modern day education mostly depends upon technology. Therefore, I try to follow the latest technology in my classes. As modern day students are highly technophile, they learn with interest in a technology oriented classroom. Moreover, it helps to connect, guide, and support my students both in and outside the classroom. All teaching methods should aim to bring out positive behavioral changes in students. May it be towards the content, subject, or society and life as a whole. At a glance, we can understand that teaching should aim at creating individuals who can fit well into the contemporary world with human, democratic, national, and individual values. An important aspect of teaching is preparing lesson plans in advance. There are many components to a successful lesson plan, such as having a clear objective, knowing what materials you are going to need, and how you plan on assessing students after the lesson. Here are 6 components often found in lesson plans. First one is objective. A lesson objective can be one of the most important components of a lesson plan. Objectives define what students are going to learn during the lesson and explain how the learning is going to be assessed. Second one is materials. If you prepare the materials ahead of the lesson, you may have more time to focus on teaching. Third one is background knowledge. A helpful way to introduce most lessons is to activate your students' background knowledge. Focuses on students' prior knowledge or experiences on a topic to help them make new connections with that topic during the lesson. Fourth one is direct instruction. Direct instruction includes the portion of the lesson you use to instruct the class on the skills they are going to learn. This can include explaining the objective, activating students' prior knowledge, reading from the textbook, and so on. Fifth one is guided teaching. After completing direct instruction, teachers can use a guided teaching strategy known as gradual releases, which scaffolds the entire learning process into smaller pieces so that it is easier for students to understand. Last one is closure and assessment. Closure is one of the last components of a lesson plan. It allows students to analyze and summarize what they learned in the lesson for the day, assess their understanding of what they learned. My teaching profession requires creating a safe space for learning. Students are more likely to share their ideas and try new things without fear of failure. For example, when I was teaching history to my high school students, they had to give a presentation in history. Some of them were shy, isolated, and often afraid to speak up. By putting them in a group of more confident students and giving those who had the confidence the responsibility of making sure such individual in the group succeeded, the weaker students made progress and integrated better. It gave them a sense of achievement and encouraged them to take a positive behavior in class. So, I encouraged them to come forward with their future presentations, and now they are more confident.